Welcome back to the Namida's Recycle Bin level solving commentary video series. And today we're going to be starting the step 9 rank, which is the penultimate rank of Namida's Recycle Bin pack. And that is DDLII, which stands for Doomsday Lemmings 2. And Doomsday Lemmings 2, as I mentioned in the previous video, at the end of the previous video, as a matter of fact, is a sequel. Was a planned sequel pack to Namida's Doomsday Lemmings, which is a zombie-focused pack. Yeah, every level is a zombie. Every level is a zombie level. Yeah, in Doomsday Lemmings. Yeah, even though it was only 21 levels. Yeah, in total. And even though it's a very short pack, it is not an easy pack. It's quite a difficult one, and can especially be so if you are not very good at playing and solving zombie levels. Yeah, which I tend to really suck at. So therefore, yeah, I completely underestimated its difficulty when I played it, and it was actually given to me as a suggestion as the second level pack for me to let's play, yeah, on camera and stuff. So yeah, I got my overconfidence really got the best of me there because yeah, I completely underestimated the difficulty, especially when I got like near the end of the second and then into the third rank, which really destroyed me. Yeah, because several levels in that rank, in the final rank, took me several attempts, video attempts, before I finally got them. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, quite honestly, the zombie gimmick I tend to find pretty annoying, personally. But that's probably just because of the fact, again, yeah, I'm not very good when it comes to solving zombie levels. Yeah, I actually much prefer the cold ghosts. They are far less annoying than zombies, but they can still be annoying though. But yeah, they are definitely not as troublesome. But anyway, yeah, like I said though, Doomsday Lemmings 2 was a planned sequel pack. Yeah, that Namida was had in development for some time before he ultimately canceled it. And also there were some times in which for quite some extensive periods he wasn't like he didn't like make levels for the pack. And then eventually one other Lemmings forums user, Gigalem, he decided to like contribute some of his levels for Doomsday Lemmings 2. And so it was pretty much like Numido's levels and also some of Gigalem's levels that he contributed. But for Numido's Recycle Bin pack, yeah, the only Doomsday Lemmings 2 levels that will appear in here are just Numido's levels, yeah, that he made for the pack. Yeah, before he canceled it. So as a result, yeah, I was one of those users who did not download Doomsday Lemmings 2 yeah, before the download links went dead. But a really good friend of mine was still had the pack, yeah, on their hard drive, and so yeah, they were able to send it to me. So I thank that user very much for that. And yeah, as it turns out, I did not miss anything at all, since all the lows that Namida made for the pack, yeah, all ended up in the Namida's recycle bin. So yeah, I didn't miss anything. So anyway, yeah, we're just gonna cover the first 10 levels here, and we're starting off with Doomsday Lemmings 2-1, A Nasty Taste. These are the levels from Doomsday Lemmings 2, excluding those that were retroactively added to the first Doomsday Lemmings pack, or those that were made by Gigalem. Yeah, I think some of them were in Doomsday Lemmings, yeah, now that I think about it, when I was going through Doomsday Lemmings 2. So maybe it wasn't all exclusively Doomsday Lemmings 2 levels, but I don't know. My memory isn't as good as it used to be. Yeah, I scrolled way too far. Yeah, it's at the beginning. I'm stupid. So yeah, this is pretty much more or less another zombie pack as well. Yeah, just like the original Doomsday Lemmings. So anyway, I set up a climber here. Yeah, and then build in such a way so that we don't block the climbers from below. Okay, and then go ahead and bomb here. And then set up another climber and do the exact same thing, I think. Yeah, then the rest of them become climbers now. So, yeah, this is where they will fall down and get trapped down here. Yeah, because, yeah, then I turn the first lemming here around with the walker and then just platform to get over the hole. And that's it. So yeah, pretty easy one to start the Doomsday Lemmings 2 rank. Although I believe it is possible to save everybody, because I think Nepster was able to achieve that. But here I didn't bother. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Doomsday Lemmings 2 Sheer Drop. Yeah, it's somewhat of a challenging level. And this symbol right here, this is a zombie on death graphic, where yeah, when Lemming dies, it gets turned into a zombie. Yeah, and there's a similar death on ghost, ghost on death graphic as well, yeah, or rather a mechanic as well. So anyway, yeah, I dig with the first Lemming here. Yeah, plenty of them slip by. Yeah, but that's okay. You can lose up to 10 here. And then, yeah, I make the final Lemming that's the out of the digger pit, a floater. And the same thing with the first one at ahead of the others. Yeah, and then I bomb the Lemming that gets here. And wait a minute, what happened here? Oh, okay, yeah. I guess apparently there's this thing where, like, while they were splatting, they got turned into zombies. But when they turned into zombies, they were still in the splatting animation, so therefore they didn't exactly become walking zombies. I don't think that actually occurs in the Doomsday Lemmings 2 pack itself, though. But anyway, yeah, I bomb here so to drown this zombie that survived and turned into a zombie after splatting. And then the second floor, which is pop him up the gap, and that's it. So yeah, it can be pretty difficult because of the 99 release rate. But it's really not as difficult as it appears, though. Especially if you are able to figure out the clever usages of the skills that you're given. Doomsday Lemmings 2-3, Halloween Candy. Okay, so this one features a ghost lemming up here. And as a matter of fact, yeah, this one does not have zombies, does it? Anyway, turn the ghost around with a walker and another walker, who will build so that the lemmings can get over the wall here. Yeah, and then after 3 lemmings, I go ahead and max out the release rate here. And yeah, you're allowed to lose up to 7. But anyway, yeah, the ghost works by it scares and intimidates other lemmings when they are near it. And when that happens, they just simply turn around in the other direction and flee in the other direction. So once all the lemmings from above drop, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the ghost around with the walker skill. But the one that's pretty much right on top of the ghost lemming, I go ahead and have the normal lemming bash. Yeah, which puts him behind the ghost, and therefore he starts fleeing. Yeah, now I'll go ahead and turn the ghost around with a walker skill, and now he is scaring the other lemmings, and by having them turn around and flee the other way. And yeah, that's just pretty much the way the ghost lemmings worked in the very early versions of Neo Lemmings. Yeah, they are harmless. They won't turn lemmings into ghosts or zombies when they touch them. And unlike zombies, yeah, you can assign skills to ghost lemmings as you see. But you know, there will be some levels in this rank that features both ghosts and zombies, though. Doomsday Lemmings 2-4, the safe space. Okay, yeah, this is the Ghost on Death graphic here. So it works the exact same way as the zombie on death, except they turn into ghosts when they die, rather than a zombie. So anyway, go ahead and set up a climber here. Yeah, who dies in the fire here, and therefore turns into a ghost as you see here. Yeah, this is critical because this will allow us to platform up the gap from the other side. Okay, and then bash through the tombstone here. Yeah, and then finally I make the ghost lemming mine so that he does not climb back out and scare the lemmings away. Because if he does, then they're just gonna fall down here and they cannot escape. So yeah, that's the nice thing about some levels featuring ghost lemmings, because if there are extra skills available, then you can use them to like get the ghosts out of the way once you're done with them. Yeah, like we did here, or rather, I did. Doomsday Lemmings 2.5. 2 problems here. Yeah, this one I remember being pretty difficult and taking me a while to figure out. Oh, I have plenty of replays here. Yikes, that's a problem. I think I might just go with the latest one, but as a matter of fact, let me go with the original. So anyway, we start with 2 ghost lemmings here, and then I believe, yeah, there are 2 zombies guarding the exit. Okay, so I go ahead and dig with the top ghost lemming up here, and then this second one will build to hit his head and turn around. Yeah, and you're allowed to lose up to 6 here. So yeah, this is the only regular lemming we will lose due to this ghost here. So we're gonna go ahead and platform up the gap. Yeah, and then I go ahead and put a blocker here. Yeah, then I max out the release rate after quite some time. Yeah, so this ghost lemming would just simply fall off and drown. Oh, well, not drown, but like splat down here. Yeah, like that. Yeah, and then after the ghost gets past the exit, we go ahead and make the ghost lemming a blocker. So therefore, the zombies will never ever be able to get past the blocker, because the ghost scares them. So yes, ghost lemmings scare zombies as well. Yeah, in addition to scaring the regular lemmings. So yeah, it's just really, the really hard part is just figuring out how to go about this though. Yeah, when you have ghosts as obstacles here. Yeah, and then just go ahead and nuke the lemmings. The remaining blocker and ghost blocker, as a matter of fact. Doomsday Lemmings 2.6, chocolate dipped. Yeah, and I believe this starts the second rank of Doomsday Lemmings 2. And yeah, somewhat of a challenging though as well, but this does feature the Ghost on Death mechanic. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dig down here with the second lemming, and then after 3 lemmings, I go ahead and max out the release rate. Then, yeah, this one becomes a swimmer. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and build over the exit. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and bomb here. And then because of the Ghost on Death mechanic, yeah, he turns into a ghost after. But yeah, we need to bomb it so that we are able to stop the digger later on. Since lemming that gets assigned a bomber is the only loss that we are allowed here. But anyway, these guys will now go and the zombie will drown while the ghost will fall off the bottom of the low over here. Yeah, like so. So anyway, they're just slowly going to keep on getting lower until they reach the bottom. So just going to go ahead and time skip this. So right there, that's where the digger will stop. So yeah, it's not too bad of a low. Doomsday Lemmings 2.7, Slaughter Chamber. Another somewhat challenging level as well. Okay, so there's a pre-placed ghost lemming here. Yeah, and then gonna go ahead and block with the first lemming in the right entrance. Okay, and then go ahead and build. And then plop. Oh no, build again. Okay, make the ghost lemming glide. And we're gonna go ahead and dig after he gets past the exit. Yeah, coming back to the left. Okay, then he's gonna platform up the gap. The ghost lemming, notice. Okay, and then we're just gonna go ahead and wait for the ghost lemming to come towards them, and then we release the blocker with a walker. Yep, and now they're just gonna go towards the exit, I believe. Oh, right. Yeah, the crowd passes through this trap here, so therefore one of them gets killed, and that's our only loss that we can afford. By the way, yeah, there's no like sudden change in elevation or anything, so therefore the lemmings do not turn and walk the other way or flee the other way. Yeah, and that's very important since again you can only lose one lemming. Doomsday Lemmings 2-8, Creepy Outpost. Looks intimidating and difficult, but it's not as difficult as it appears. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, it's a pretty nice puzzle. Yeah, in my opinion. So 2 ghost lemmings again, and then we're just gonna go ahead and block up here, and then make this ghost lemming a climber. Yep, and then block here, so that we can compress the crowd in between the blockers. Yeah, and then he becomes a glider. So now he gets up here, then turn him around with a walker, and then platform up the gap here. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and bash through the one-way wall, and then build. Yeah, and then we're done with this ghost lemming, so now he's just gonna get trapped down here, where he won't be able to bother the crowd. Yeah, and then I go ahead and release the both blockers with a walker, and then finally bash with the ghost lemming up here. Yeah, so this is timing is everything here. Yeah, you need to release them at the right time so that the ghost does not scare them towards the trap here. Yeah, which you cannot afford, since you need to rescue everybody. Doomsday Lemmings 2-9. It's a ghastly story. Yeah, another Ghost on Death level here. And then, yeah, so gonna go ahead and make him a climber after he turns back to the left. Yeah, so the main challenge here is just figuring out how to get to Ghost Lemming here. And we are, yeah, any way that the lemming dies will turn him into a ghost. So whether through splatting or drowning, or dying to a fire trap. Yeah, and this is how you get your ghost lemming. We're gonna go ahead and make him platform up here, so that he falls a great height and splats. And there you go, that's how you get your ghost lemming. So now he will just continue on his merry way, and now we would need to go ahead and build on top of the tombstone here, where it says, die! So, build twice. Yeah, then he's gonna pass through this area here. So, yeah, ghost lemmings, they ignore one-way force fuse completely. Yeah, as a matter of fact, they ignore all objects. So they will not die to traps at all. That's why he was able to pass through the fire here. Okay, platform up here, so that we can get proceed further. And then same thing here. Yeah, and then the ceiling is solid in very old formats Neo Lemmings. Then go ahead and build here. Yeah, let him pass the exit. And then we're gonna go ahead and mine, so that we end up level with the second builder staircase here. So now we just platform. Yep, and now the ghost lemming will just climb back up, and then he'll fall down and splat. And that's how the ghost lemming gets eliminated for good, where he will not bother the crowd. Yeah, while they're walking towards the exit. Yep, and that's it. So, very nice level here. It's a very nice puzzle. Especially once you are able to figure out how to get your ghost lemming. And then finally, Doomsday Lemmings 2-10, Guardian Angels. Somewhat of a difficult one, but another very nice one as well. And yeah, there's 16 levels in this rank. So we'll do the remaining 16 levels next time. Anyway, we have a ghost lemming here, and then a zombie over here. So, we need to save everyone, which means we cannot have any normal lemming die to the trap here. So, how do we do that? Yeah, we will have to use this ghost lemming to lure the zombie into that trap, because he will be the sacrifice to the trap. So, the way to do that, we make him the ghost lemming climb. Yeah. So now, because the ghost lemming is near the zombie, zombie turns around the other way and flees. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and dig here, and then we're gonna go ahead and make him a blocker, so that when the zombie comes back, he's gonna turn around and flee the other way. Okay, and then free the ghost lemming with a walker. Yep, and then turn around right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and platform up the gap. Okay, and then bash on through. Yeah, and then while he was still bashing, yeah, the zombie got too near, so therefore he flees back the other way. Yeah, and that's important because this gap takes quite a while. Okay, so we don't do anything yet, it appears. Right. So I guess we need more time. Yeah. So now we can go ahead and start bashing through, and then finally use your 2 builders to get across the gap. So yeah, as you can see, the zombie was getting pretty close. But yeah, the ghost was able to finish on time. Yep, now we just need to free the crowd at the right time. Yeah, and now the ghost lemming will not bother the crowd. But the zombie will now turn around and go towards the trap. And at this time, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and release the crowd here. And boom. So the zombie was our sacrificial lamb here, therefore sparing the regular lemmings from death. Yep, and that's it. One final digger to get to the exit, and they're home scot-free. Alrighty, so that was the first 10 lows of the Doomsday Lemmings 2 rank. So next time we will finish up the remaining 6 lows of the Doomsday Lemmings 2 rank. So with this, hope you enjoyed the video of Namida's Recycle Bin level solving commentary, and I'll see you all next time.